from Dresden, Germany, where it is cold and, as you can see, windy. And I am standing in front of one of the major churches in Dresden. And I don't know if I can really show you, but what I want you to see is the brick. Do you see that brick? So the brick that this church is made out of is partially new and partially old. So Dresden, Germany was bombed in World War II and primarily destroyed. And actually, I think I can show you, in a minute I'll show you a piece of the old church. But anyway, I want to talk to you today about how do you rebuild? Like when things fall apart, when your life explodes and things fall apart, how do you rebuild from that? And Dresden is such a great example of rebuilding. And this church in particular, what they did was they picked up the pieces and they used the pieces to rebuild. And that's what I'm showing you here, the brick. So they actually used the pieces that they found in the rubble to build the new church. And I want you to think of that as a metaphor for your life. And when things fall apart, when things break down, how do you put them back together? And sometimes we feel like we need to throw away everything that has fallen apart, right? We think we have to throw it all away. But in fact, there may be pieces that you can retain, that you can hang on to, that can be used to build something new and maybe stronger and maybe even more beautiful. And that's what I want you thinking about today is where in your life have things fallen apart and where can you rebuild? How do you rebuild? And can you pick up some of the old pieces to do that? So I'm gonna see if I can show you this other thing. It's not wanting to let me switch. So let me walk over here. You get a little bit more view of the church. And then I'm gonna show you here behind me now this piece of the wall. Can you see that? Let me get a little closer. There are a lot of tourists here today. It's Christmas March season, but do you see that? So that's what's left. But then what we have behind us is the church, made up of both new bricks and old bricks. So how are you going to rebuild whatever falls apart in your life? How are you going to rebuild it? What pieces are you going to choose to keep and which pieces are you going to choose to throw away? Or what won't be usable? That's the other thing. Some of it may not be usable, and that's something to consider as well. So my hands are cold. That was the message I had for you today. I'm Nina Amir, the Inspiration to Creation Coach. I help people get from where they are now to where they want to go. Help you rebuild or help you build something new. So if that's of interest to you, then click on the link above where you can fill out an application for a free strategy session with me, a high performance coaching strategy session, and we can spend like an hour or 90 minutes together looking at your life, looking at where you are in the areas of clarity, energy, courage, productivity, influence, looking at your purpose, looking at your presence, looking at what's stopping you from getting from where you are now to where you want to go. Okay? So that's my message for you today, and I hope you'll fill out my application and I'll get a chance to meet you and to work with you. Until next time, go out there and achieve more inspired results. Bye, everyone.